Joined now by Richard Schoenstein, a trial lawyer, legal analyst as well. This is a heartbreaking story. We appreciate you being here. You know, from a legal standpoint, does the fact that he texted goodbye, had a known history of mental health factor in here? Is there a legal liability at play, even with his death being determined a suicide?
Well, a legal liability, I guess legal liability for who? Do you mean for some third parties or for Kneeland himself?
Well, there's been talk of law enforcement in particular. That's been a central focus in conversations that we're seeing now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like this is a a tragic path that this individual chose for whatever reason. He is the primary person responsible. He texted the people who saw the text, did the right thing, and immediately contacted the authorities to try to intervene here. And it sounds like it was a very difficult situation. I haven't heard anything that would lead me to believe law enforcement has any liability.
You know, with a young man with so much potential, how does this change the landscape potentially for, some of the arenas where these athletes are playing? Do you foresee more mental health checks, check-ins, or any change of protocol as a result?
Well, so I'm a big Ohio State football fan. They have a big game coming up this weekend. You may have heard about, and one of the things I like best about their coach Ryan Day is that he has put mental health really at front of what he does. It's a big part of his effort is to bring a mental health discussion into football where for many years it was ignored. You were told just to suck it up if something was bothering you. So because of Ryan Day and other people like that, I'm not saying it's him alone, there is now more of a discussion about mental health in the context of football. And I think that's very good. And a tragic situation like this is only going to lead to more of that.
And this really did create shockwaves all across the nation. As you look at this from a legal analyst standpoint, what sticks out to you? What will you be watching for upcoming?
So I don't think of it as much as a legal analyst standpoint or even as a football fan. I see a 24-year-old troubled young man who apparently took his own life after creating circumstances that frankly put a lot of other people potentially at risk. And that is a tragic situation. And how we're dealing with young people right now in 2025, forget about football, just young people, 24-year-old men and women and younger and slightly older. That is a huge concern for this country. That is something that we really have to be focusing on in the years that come.
Yeah, well, an important conversation to have, especially centered around a gentleman with so much potential for the future. Richard Schoenstein, thank you very much for weighing in.
Thanks for having me.
And today,